Good morning. It is Saturday, and most normal people are sleeping in, but we're not normal people. We are NaNoWriMoers. That didn't even sound right. Good morning, everybody who is up with me this morning. Going to do some writing. In about 4 minutes, we're going to start our first sprint. I'm just getting the timer all set for us. I have our music all lined up. And I probably should do a social media post. And there, good morning, Teresa. Good morning. I'm up, showered, and ready to write. All right. Ended up taking yesterday off, so I'm hoping the words will flow this morning. Uh, we're not normal, are we? No, absolutely not. Most people would look at like this morning. I got up 6:30 ish. I don't know. My husband's like, "Are you getting up now?" I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna get up a little early before I have to start writing." He's like, I said, "I go live at 8." He's like, "You doing that today too?" I'm like, "Welcome to Nano." This is NaNoWriMo. So let me do a quick social media. We'll just do a quick Instagram something or other. Oops, flip the camera around. Oh, I should do it that way, though. That'd be funny. Maybe we'll do it that way. Which one do I look at? Good morning. Getting ready to go live with some live writing sprints. You want to come over and join us on our YouTube channel or even on Facebook Live. I'm not alone. I've got other people here to chat with. So please come join us and do some writing. Get those nano words in. We're getting close to the end. Yay. I don't have makeup on, Teresa. I threw some lipstick on because I was looking like pale, pale, pale. Morning, Jason. So glad to see you here this morning. And I'm going to at Christian Dees real quick here, ladies and gentlemen. My Instagram game has not been up to par lately, for sure. Okay. It is 7:58. We have time to chat a little bit if you guys want to talk or get your papers. What century are we living in? Get your laptops open. Let's see. Teresa says, my husband said that last night when I was complaining about how tired I was and I just want to go to bed, you already got 50K. Why are you still writing? It's not done yet, boy. That's right. So a few years ago, this was our attitude like, oh, whew, Nano's over. And I said to the ladies, but what if it wasn't? What if we were to spend every day similar, kind of like it was Nano? Like, what if we had set office hours? And that was the beginning of office hours for the ladies on the podcast. We Monday through Friday, some of us only do 4 days. I do 4 days because of homeschooling. And then we don't have a podcast day. I guess you can't really count that as a writing day. But we have set office hours that we are accountable to each other to show up for and get work done. And it has made a world of difference. If it wasn't for office hours, I would not have my 2 novels out. It's so easy not to, right? One more minute. Teresa says it's our son's birthday today, so last night felt like Christmas trying to get everything ready. Oh gosh, I can imagine. I can imagine. All right, getting the music ready to share. Whoops, nope, not that. I did it wrong. Ignore that. I did it wrong. Let's remove that. Let's stop screen, share screen, share audio. That's a mistake I did that one day that Jason pointed out to me. All right, there we go, ladies and gents. Here comes the timer. Bring the music down just a little bit while it's starting. Oh, I had the timer ready. All right, see you back here in 25 minutes.
3, 2, 1, go. Done.
That went very fast. And that was a very productive sprint for me, but very few words. Let me see. I've remembered to actually start my targets in Scrivener. If you don't use Scrivener, you don't know what that means, but in Scrivener, you can set targets. And oh, I guess I did really well. I got 760 words. I feel like it wasn't writing that much, but all right. So I'm doing okay. How did you guys do for that sprint? Before the break, Teresa said, not break, before the sprint, because of COVID, no one is coming over or anything. Just want to try and make it as special as possible. We experienced the same thing with both my my two youngest daughters have had birthdays. Actually, all three of my girls have had birthdays during COVID, and the same thing. Like we just couldn't have like regular birthday parties. My oldest daughter was actually during like the kind of the safest time of COVID. So we actually were able to go to restaurants and we went to a restaurant with just my parents, her favorite restaurant. So that was nice. But the other two, like especially my middle daughter, it was during the very beginning of lockdown here in Michigan. And I just felt so bad because it was like we don't do birthday parties every year, but we do them like on the special years, and this should have been a special year for her. But we had the best birthday for her, and all we did the most memorable part was we made the cake from scratch. I am great at cakes, ordering them. That's what I always do because I order great cakes, delicious cakes. But we made this one and it is terrible. If you go back in my Instagram feed, I think that you'll be able to see pictures of it. It's lopsided. There's just lots of problems with it, but we had so much fun and it was still tasty, so it was all good. So today will be great because you'll be able to be with together, and that's what's important, right? I mean, you always say that, but Teresa, 555. That's awesome. Very good. So I want to know what your total is now. I know you're probably sick of saying it, but I know you're over 50,000. That's exciting. Jason got 1,000 words. Oh my gosh, Jason must be writing an exciting scene. That is incredible. Let's see. Teresa, us two, our oldest was right at the beginning. March 25th was my baby, my middle daughter. Us too. We planned to take him out to a trampoline park with two friends and had to cancel. He was upset. Yeah. Trampoline park. I don't know how they would ever keep that clean, even when they would like slow the quarantine down, right? Like that would be something that I don't know how they would keep those things clean. They kind of like gross me out anyway, those things. I really kind of didn't like when my kids went there, but whatever. Okay. So starting another one at 8:28. Yeah, so I'm loving the part I'm at in my story right now. How are things going for you guys with your writing? We have 2 minutes that we can discuss. I'm so glad you two are here with me this morning. I really didn't think anyone was going to show up because it's Saturday, and who wants to write on Saturday besides me? Normally, I would say no. I really try to compartmentalize my writing career as like a 9 to 5 during the week, but it's hard when you also are homeschooling now. So that kind of like is part of your 9 to 5, right? So, but Nano is a whole nother subject. My family knows that Nano, everything is out the window. So normally I don't write on weekends. But honestly, I don't know why I don't. Because if I were to come down here into my office every Saturday at 8 a.m., nobody's awake. So they don't care if I'm down here writing. I don't have any obligations generally. I mean, my girls are in Bible quizzing and they compete like that. And so sometimes we have some Saturday things, but generally not. So, but I'm so glad you guys are here with me because I'd be like talking to myself, which kind of feel like I'm talking to myself right now. I kind of thought maybe Jamie would show up, but Jamie's rocking and rolling her project, so she probably like deserves a day off. So Jason says I'm really far behind in Nano, but most of my story is planned out. Same here. I am really far behind, but it's still doable for me. I don't really like if I don't win Nano, it's not the end of the world for me this year. But I can totally catch up, and you probably can if you write 1,000 words in one sprint, you can catch up for sure. At this point on, if a person were to write 3,500 to 4,000 words, if you were just starting now, you could probably still win Nano. My goal is 2,500 to 3,000 words right now, just so that I'm not stressed out at the very end. But yeah, we'll see. If I can get 700 words per sprint for 4 sprints, I'll be doing okay. I don't know if I really can do that. That was an impressive. It's funny to me when I think I'm not doing really great. And then all of a sudden I get a sprint that has a lot of words in it. I'm like, all right, that works for me. All righty. So, oh my gosh. Too busy talking. It's time for the next sprint. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so I'll see you at 8:56. Sorry.
3, 2, 1, go.
Santa might deliver the gifts, but Jets Pizza delivers the goods. Sorry, big guy. We just do it better. Jets, better because it has to be.
2, 1, done. All right. Forgot to stand up the last break. We gotta make sure we stand up and move around a little bit. You guys can like actually move around. I'm just gonna kind of move a little bit right here. But all right, before the break, Teresa said, home everything, school, work, husband's work. I'm going to have to figure out what to do after. Like you said, this doesn't have to end except 5 a.m. does. I need to find a balance though. 100% agree. Balance is super duper important. And I'm still trying to find that. And I think that every stage of life as my girls grow and things happen, like you have a move or whatever, like we've been doing, like every stage is going to have a different balance, right? And so you're constantly playing that game of trying to figure out the balance. All right, so let me do the math on mine. You guys do your math and let me know how you did. Project. I really love that using Scrivener to keep track for me, so then I don't have to keep track if I change between chapters and whatnot. I got, looks like I got 404 words. Not as good as the last time. I knew it would be because I had to use the restroom. So I had to stop sprinting there for a little bit, but not too bad. How'd you guys do? I'm okay with 404. I'm only halfway through my 4 writing sprints that I've committed to today, and I'm already halfway through my regular nano. Right? I'm more than halfway through my regular nano. Yeah, so that's good stuff for me. All right, Teresa says 758. That's awesome, Teresa. Good job. Jason, 1,001. Awesome, dude. Teresa says, wow, Jason, you're killing it. You are. That is really, really great. Really great. All right. So we have another 2 minutes before the break because remember that one went long because I talked too much this last time. So I'm going to be all set to go this time. So let's see. Just making sure I got music all set. Also, if you're someone in here that is watching us and not sharing, we'd love for you to share unless you're trying to spam us. There's a couple people in our chat right now that are trying to spam us. And as soon as we're done sprinting, this is not the first time that this one particular person, 2 people. So I'm going to go and ban them so that they cannot, because that's not what we're here for. We're here to support each other. So one lesson to learn if you're new to promoting your Christian books, do not promote your Christian books to other authors. It just doesn't work that way. You want readers, not authors. This format, this platform is for us to support each other in our writing of the books, not to try to sell to each other. All right. 1 more minute, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll get going on this next one. I'm getting excited about this book. Like I cannot wait to like have a finished book to show people. It's like that exciting to me. I'm not in the murky middle yet though. I'm still at the exciting parts. So we'll see when I get to the murky middle how I feel about it. But it's so weird not having, I got so used to like doing these on my own. And then Jamie started showing up and now I'm used to having Jamie here to chat with. It's so weird for me to like have to like just keep talking. Teresa says, I can hear my kids walking around my house. So far, they haven't found me. I really hope they'll let me get another hour or 2. That's hilarious. Are you working in your basement? That's what I'm doing. I'm in my basement, but my kids are not going to be up for a while. Mine are a little bit older, so they don't really need me. All right, it's 9 o'clock. We'll get started on this.
3, 2, 1, go. Three, two, one. Done.
Done. All right. Time to stand up. 5 minutes to move around, do your math, and see how your word count was. I should have done mine. I stopped a little bit early because I came to a point where it was like, I need to move on to a new scene, I think, or kind of write part of a new scene. So let me see where I'm at right now. Hey, I'm at my nano goal for the day. So for the day, I'm at 1673. I'm trying to think of where I was before. I got a lot that time, I think. I did. 16. 513. I'm happy with that. How did you all do on your sprinting? Let's see. Nope, no one's reported yet. So I hope you guys are moving around. Hope you're doing your math. This will be our last sprint for the day, at least the last live one. I might keep going for myself to get to the goal I need to get to for today. I don't know, though. Got exciting things happening in the house here. My husband is actually right over there in that room there, sanding the drywall that we just put up, and we're going to be painting that room. That's the kids' playroom, which is very, very exciting because right now all their stuff is everywhere else. Jason, 999. Dude, you're slacking. You're slacking. You're below 1,000. No, that's awesome. Teresa says 341 and gave us a frustrated face. I don't know why you're frustrated. I know kids, right? But it's all good. You're getting lots of writing done. It's very exciting. Jason says so close to getting over 1001. Yeah, that's very exciting, Jason. All right, 3 more minutes and we're going to do our next sprint. Make sure we have our music all set up. Yeah, I'm happy with the word count I'm getting so far today, and I'm really happy with my scene. I probably would have had more words. I got a lot of words in that time, but I probably would have had more words, but I changed perspective, point of view. So I had taken some things from, I didn't count this in the word count, but I had taken some things that I had written previously, and I took this whole scene and I changed it from her perspective to his perspective. So Teresa says, I just couldn't stay focused. I think I don't fully understand this scene yet. Oh, that happens. Writing this morning, though, for me, I discovered an arc that I hadn't figured out yet. And I figured it out, and I'm very excited about it. Like, one of the baggages that my male protagonist has is his relationship with his father, and I just figured out, like, I knew what his deal was, but I didn't know the father. Like, I didn't fully understand it, and so now I've got it, and so I'm not writing that scene yet, but I have it, so that's good. So that as I write the rest of these scenes, I know that's the direction that I'm going for. Teresa says, my oldest did find me while he was hiding a scavenger hunt clue in the guinea pig cage. Then he found it and started eating the clue, and I kept pausing to watch the piggies after that. Wait, please tell me it was the piggy that found the clue and ate it, not your son. Oh, yeah, that's challenging, Jen. Ooh, that's good. Yeah, I'm very excited about it. So I love character arcs. I love when my characters change. That's one of my favorite things. And I love when the character arc is 100% God-centered, and the fact that we sometimes don't listen to God, and that it becomes a problem, right? Jason says, that is really hard, Teresa. I'm working on intense chapters, which is why my writing is going so fast. I normally don't write this much. So, oh, she says, yes, it was the guinea pig. So good to know. Otherwise, you might have to stop writing and check on your son. All right, less than a minute. We'll be sprinting. This will be our last one for the day for the live. So I hope you guys, Jason made over like 3,000 words today. That is amazing. And it still has one more sprint to go. So, all right, here we go. Very excited. Let's see how much we can crank out this time.
3, 2, 1, go.
done. That is the last one, ladies and gents. And I was just trying to do the math on mine. I am on a roll too, of course, always, right? When it's the very end. I think that off air, I'm going to go ahead and finish this chapter, or at least like my thought process of where I'm at in the middle of it so that I don't lose it. But I did 490 words that one, which is awesome. My total for today is 2,163. If I can get another 400 or 500 in, I will be golden, which would be one more writing sprint that I'm going to try to squeeze in either now or maybe later. We'll see. How did y'all do? So Jason says before we went to into the sprint, he said now an emotional scene. Emotional scenes are totally different than action scenes, aren't they? They are very much need to be crafted. In my second book, the very first scene is actually a battle scene, but it's not. It is about the battle. It has to be authentic, and you feel like you're in the middle of the battle, but it is really about the emotions. And so I crafted that over and over and over again for couple years as I was drafting that book. Maybe it was a little bit less than a couple years, but I had to get it just right. You know, I felt very strongly about that it had to be just right. And because it was the emotional part, it wasn't so much the battle part. That part I was able to tweak, and my husband is former military, former Marine, and then just, you know, whatever. But and Jason, once again, showing up big time. 1,005 words, dude. That is awesome. You're over 4,000 words for just these last 2 hours. That is so great. So yeah, so making me look like a fool. Just kidding. I'm really happy with my word count. Teresa has 587. That's better. All right, awesome. Well, good job, everybody. First of all, good job for showing up, right? Like, we're here taking our career seriously, and I'm just very proud of everyone that's here writing. Even if you're watching and not wanting to share with us your word count, I get it. Some people are just, you know, like to be observers. That's all right, but we would love to have you actually just kind of show up with us and participate in the chatting part as well. So I am off for the day, at least for live. I will be back tomorrow morning. We are back kind of pretty much quarantining here. Our church has gone virtual, which we were still worshiping virtually anyways. Our family had chose to do that. And so I will be back tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, before we do our virtual church. So can't wait to see you guys in the morning. Thanks again for joining me. And thanks because I needed this. This really helps me to stay on track. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.